Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Turkey, to the day when it's actually going to be the race, the Formula 1 Grand Prix. The day is a bit grey. On top of that, the GoPro is just doing GoPro things. It's showing SD card error and you cannot switch it off or make it stop. So great quality material on top of everything else. The van is already here. Everyone's probably already waiting for me. But hey, I'm like a wizard.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Fresh and fruity? No? Arrived at Istanbul City Park. What I was saying, I'm a wizard, and wizard is never too late or never too early. He decides what time is right. The GoPro is also working, by the way, because I formatted the SD card, and that seemed to have helped. But you seen yesterday in yesterday's vlog, it still acts funny. Speaking of yesterday's vlog, I still need to edit half of it, and I'll probably be uploading it in 1080 because that's like kind of stressful environment, I would say, lack of time environment. So in case you're wondering why it's not 4K but 1080, because adapt, overcome, and something else. Improvise.
I looked at my test, but I've never been so negative.
No?
No.
Is it because of the test or because of...
Maybe it all came together today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today's security protocol is off the charts because we're in the same building as the president is going to be. Alright, let's get that vlog edited up. Take a croquette.
You want one as well?
I'm more of a frikandel guy.
Okay.
The video has been edited, uploaded, published, so now I think we can have a look what we have for snacks. Do we have any good snacks?
Well, the muffin was pretty good.
Better than yesterday?
Absolutely.
Yes. But you've seen the security measures this morning and it's significantly worse.
Not messing around.
No, Sam tried to go to the paddock, like the fan village of yesterday.
My bag got looked up like 7 times or something. I had to show my bag 7 different times. My COVID test like 10 times or something.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's
impossible.
ridiculous, the difference between yesterday and today.
And there is also, everyone is like, there's massive queues, you cannot go anywhere. Yeah.
I saw people with tents, etc. for the simulator waiting.
Wow. Yeah, so we also cannot go upstairs to the balcony where we were yesterday, so it's going to be actually a very limited content because the best way is just to stay here and watch the race from happening on top. Please join us. Welcome.
Hey.
How's your day so far?
Oh, so stunning day.
Oh, what do you have there? Show us.
Oh, it's true.
Crappy.
Yeah, have been.
Oh, alright, here we go. Thank you. I'll stick to the chocolate one.
Oh. Okay. You want some?
No, thanks.
Okay. At least it's not wrapped in plastic like yesterday. Look at that. Wonderful. It's a massive slipstream. Are they going to do overtake on the straight? Oh. Stay tuned after the commercial break to find out. Did you find the gym yet? Ah, look at that squat.
Hiding squad.
Yeah. There's also lots of firing squad here. So, Carmrade, give us top 10 tips how to spend time waiting for Formula 1 to happen.
Use your phone. Find the funniest person in the room.
Okay.
Find the most boring person in the room. Find the hottest person in the room. Find food. Find the most comfy location where you can chill. Think about your miserable life.
Oh, wow.
That's deep.
Buy some extra Bitcoin.
Use the Wi-Fi to mine Bitcoin. I think they overtook each other. Oh, those are the drivers. And the surprise cut back into my office here at the Nürburgring, because I realized as I was editing this particular video, a lot of the footage was kind of boring or same monotonous or similar to the previous Formula 1 video when the qualifying was taking place. So I decided to talk to you about a couple of things while using some of the B-roll. So first of all, let's start with the fact that many of you have actually made a comment asking me, like, Misha, why did you go to Formula 1? Because you mentioned multiple times that you don't care about Formula 1 or maybe even don't like it. I'll be honest with you, when I got this invitation, I was honestly more curious, more interested about going to Turkey and visiting some of its historical sites, as you could have seen in one of the previous vlogs where we actually went and checked out the great historical sites of Turkey or Constantinople, and I was like nerding you out about history, and of course also to experience some great Turkish food. And Formula 1, that was just like, okay, we'll see how things are. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it is going to change my perception of things. So did it change it? Well, I'll tell you that once, I was curious, not really excited, but once on the race day, like the preparations were taking place, that the cars were being warmed up and lined up and all the teams, there was like lots of things going on and happening. I was getting like lots of adrenaline rush, because I know as a driver myself how exciting it is, like the real, like the start of the race, like just before that, the countdown until everything like just goes silent, and then yeah, the red lights go off to turn into green and off you go. And then the race started, and of course the first couple of laps, it's cool to see the cars actually going past on the main straight and at the same time being broadcasted live on the TV. But afterwards, to be honest, the rest of the race I just sat in my chair and enjoyed the live broadcast. And this has nothing to do with my perception or like my opinion on Formula 1, because even when we talk DTM or VLN, NLS, all the races here at the Nürburgring, the best way to watch the actual race is simply through live broadcast, where you can see and follow what is actually happening. I only like to attend races and make coverage of them, or just like attend in the first place, if I can have some sort of a backstory or like an extra access. Like film the drivers, talk to them, find out more about the technology, more about the cars. But nowadays it's impossible. Unfortunately, well, of course, Formula 1 by itself, it's very limited and restricted, but now with the current Corona rules happening with their so-called Corona bubble, it's kind of, yeah, it's sad. Let's call it that way. It is sad. More importantly, the question is, has my opinion of Formula 1 changed from being like boring and negative? It's hard to say. As mentioned last time and the first time actually that I visited an F1 race was in 2013 in Barcelona. I think it was 2013, yeah, 2013 or 2012, when Michael Schumacher crashed in front of me in turn 1. And back then it was still V8, naturally aspirated, and you would feel the noise, like you would feel the whole vibrations of the sound going through your whole body, and if you wouldn't have any hearing protection, you would have like a hearing damage as a spectator. And now with turbocharged era, everyone said, of course, it's bad. It went from great to like really bad, and of course I think over the years they adjusted a couple of things that it became better for the spectators, but it's still not the same. However, I must say it was like more pleasant that you did not have to worry about the hearing problems or like getting hearing damage. It was kind of okay. For maybe I'm getting older, but still it's not the same. Moreover, in the beginning years of turbocharged era, I could not care about F1 in general, also in the past, but even less, because you knew Mercedes would win, Mercedes would win, Mercedes would win, Mercedes would win. That's it. Now at least you have some battle between Hamilton and Verstappen. The battles that I don't follow live, but at least like sometimes on the news I would read like the story behind it, or like what happened on the day itself. So hopefully in 2022, maybe with the budget cap is a bit more like equal equilibrium, maybe things will change and it will be more exciting. But more importantly, I hope that F1 will become accessible again, either for fans or maybe even journalists who can meet the drivers and have a bit of more of content and not just being blocked away from them because they're protected by this corona bubble. Let's not talk about the bad things, let's talk about the good things. This was like a very long clip of my short opinion that I wanted to share with you. So yeah, I guess let's continue with the rest of the vlog, I would say, of Formula 1 and see what we experience more. And that's the played game of the year. That's always the craziest part after Formula 1, the exodus of people, just countless masses. And to be honest, I'm happy to see that happen after months, years of all the things that we had to experience. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, the proper drink.
Cheers,
Good one.
Cheers.
Cheers. Very cute portion of potatoes and massive sea bass. And all the influencers. And we're in San Francisco. How we ended up there, find out in tomorrow's vlog.